What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to Terra Invicta. We are playing as Project Exodus, and we are working on consolidating our power in Europe over here. We've expanded the EU to be pretty damn large. We have control over most of the nations here. There's only a couple that we're missing out. We don't have Bulgaria. We don't have Hungary. We don't have Germany. We don't have Sweden. And we're working on getting Lithuania under our control. But I think we should be able to consolidate most of these within this video or the next. I think Bulgaria will be our next target here. It'll cost about 10 points. That'll leave us with about, what is that? 17 points left, I think? We could maybe swing something there. We're also taking Lithuania, which is 4 points in itself, so we can get like 1 point in one of these other major nations, but we can still slowly expand. We have the Unify Edicts coming off of cooldown that we can go and do, so that'll be all right here. As far as tech, we are working on getting a rival international relations. It's the first step towards getting ourselves a tech for making the EU even stronger. It's like Europe Ascendant, I think is the tech name. As well as mission the inner plan is to colonize Mercury and Venus. We want to grab both of those nations and get us a good stockpile there and use those as the base for our manufacturing as well as our science production. In the late game, we're not really worrying about advanced atomic manipulation. Down here, we're working on mountain warfare doctrine, because eventually we do need our armies to be pretty relevant. It's not a huge priority for us, but it matters. Also getting the higher level ships, cruisers, battleship, and battle cruisers. Those will be good to have, as well as repair bays. I've been looking, and I think I want to colonize a couple more asteroids here. I want to get a little bit more production of fissibles in our noble metals. I'm pretty happy with how our current production is, but I think we could do a little bit better on some of those. So let's go ahead and look at what we can do as far as prospecting here. So let's go and look at our noble metals here. Looks like the two highest have already been taken. But there is this one right here, Rivers Crossing. So let's go ahead and send a probe out to here, just found a normal outpost. It's going to take 2 years, quite long. So let's go ahead and colonize that. Then I want to go and do one as well. Might do 3, I think. 3 will put us right at the 50 mark for our... Well, no, we'll do 2, because I want to have some space station around Mercury and or Venus. I don't remember which one I want to do it at yet, but... having one of those would be really good to do our shipbuilding out in space, where you don't have to worry about Delta V to get something off of a ship. So that's for noble metals. That'll get us 28 more of those. And then fissibles, I see there's this 13 one here, which I don't mind taking right now. Yeah, there's not a lot of fissibles available, but this is good to have. So let's grab this before someone gets it themselves. Throw it over on Ganymede. We will found our outpost here. Sounds good. And then let's go ahead and look what we can do with these. So we definitely want the mining complex. Let's throw it over. And what are our options for power? Fission power for 15. It costs 7. Let's go ahead and do 2 fission piles and then a point defense array. That'll be fine. We'll do that on the other one as well. So we're actually making pretty darn good money here, if I do say so myself. About the 1K mark. This is going to cost us some funds, but, you know, we'll get that back. You know, the benefits of consolidating all power into Europe under one nation is quite good for your pocket. In fact, you might also want to drop the funding priority down a little bit. We're not struggling as much as I was in the past. Let's invest more back into knowledge and run that as a priority here. Our cohesion's going down. What's the resting value? 6.4 is still very good. Anything above 5 is something we'd like to see. So maybe I kind of still need the mission control investment. I want to put some more money into military, but it's not the largest priority. We should be the highest Miltech. Actually, no, we're not the highest, but we're pretty damn close to it, right? If we go take a look here at Miltech, we are 4th. And we're catching up. Japan is not far in front of us. And they're in active war. They are increasing faster, but we're catching up to those, so that should be fine. We won't really worry about that. Okay, without further ado, let's go on pause. Gotta crank up my speed because it's a new recording session. We're gonna get control over Lithuania, which should hopefully happen. We need to get it this time because in 20 days they probably will leave the EU once they've consolidated their control here. There's our HAB module. So Luna's now complete. Working on Switzerland.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We don't need to go for Switzerland right away. We could afford it. Repair Bay is done. I was thinking I want to grab... Okay, gotta look and see what I want to do with my techs again. Don't really need an autocannon. Let's get this to allow farms. Heavy fission pile would be good for power. Leaning towards that, honestly. Or there's also the armor and stuff. Let's go and grab heavy fission pile before I forget about it. We might have a need to have more power out in Mars and beyond soon, so we will stick with that. And Russians in Uganda.
Target destroyed.
Destroying some assets here. How's our level ups for people? Diplomat can be upgraded. Remember correctly, we are getting him his traits right now, right? Bonus persuasion. I just think I just want to give him the connected trait here. Get a bonus to influence. We don't need his persuasion to be any higher. His persuasion's already very good. We can also still give him streetwise, as well as survivor. Streetwise is probably better than survivor. Espionage, security, and investigation in your home nation of the EU. So that's good whenever you need to go to ground or do something in the EU. Fine with that. Fixer, we're saving it for 32 to drop paranoid because I need her to start acting in places with high unrest of 6 or higher. Investigator's doing fine. David Bowie, or Brown. It's not David Bowie. Let's boost your admin up again. We need to start giving this guy the criminal orgs that are going to be really good for him. I really like the Yamaguchi Gumi. It's a shame we can't grab that without getting control over Spain, or not Spain, Japan. Look how much money the professor cost us, all because of the World Health Organization. And the thing is, it's not really that good. It's 3 stats and bonus to life science, sure. But there's got to be like some better options. Like I would swap that out for Yamaguchi Gumi anyway, which is 4 stats. Do I have a level 3 that I would like to throw in? Probably not. If I have a level 3, it's probably being used already. Something to keep in mind, though, that we don't need to potentially have that there. And that's everybody else. Let's keep going. There's control over Lithuania. Lithuania is looking good. Getting in lunar orbit. Yeah, let's go for Bulgaria next, because they already have some crackdowns there.
Standing by.
Go and do your purge in Bulgaria.
Removing our enemies.
Memo, do your investigate activity. And we'll let that roll. We'll probably do a... Is Mr. Hans Castillo, is he now in conflict with us? Oh, he's at war with us. I pissed him off that much? Damn. They're not the ones you want to be at war with. Well, I guess I took too many community first stuff back to back to back, which is unfortunate here. New orgs in the org marketplace. Anything interesting jumps out to me? Not really. You're already looking at these anyway. We can confirm.
I'm here.
Alternatively, so these are going to get us up to 10. I could try to grab 1 point in Switzerland. Well, no, I probably still could grab 2. Let's do a
Reporting in.
crackdown here. Let's do the bonus to purge. Let's try to crack down on the legislature in Switzerland. Since we're already at war, what's, some points spent on that war investment? And we'll do our investigate from Sean Diaz instead of Diaz. It's Diaz. Just now realizing that. We'll let that be handled. We should be fine, I think. Nuclear test in Malaysia.
Offering support.
You don't have any nukes, do you? No, you're not building nukes. That's good to see. Maybe eventually they won't hate us. You have nukes.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We'll keep working on that.
We've neutralized their key people.
Good, there's one crackdown. We'll do a second one. See if he can actually get this to work. China under the resistance declared war in Vietnam and Japan. Interesting. Russia and Armenia have merged. Also interesting. There's our investigate alien action. There's our purge of one of the Bulgarian spots. Bulgaria needs some help. We'll fix them slowly.
Where do you
Let's have
need
you
me?
do your purge in Bulgaria, and we're gonna do.
Power.
Just double checking. I said Bulgaria,
Standing
not like
by for
Bosnia.
orders.
got worried about that for a second. We're gonna do one more crackdown in Switzerland and mass media. We'll do an 8-point there.
Cracking down.
And you,
Standing
my
by.
friend, can I have you do the crackdown here? What's your odds here? 51. I actually don't mind that. We'll throw an
Going up
86
down.
out on you, and I want to have this guy do his
I'm
assault
here.
alien at. Oof, there's a lot of these you need to assault. We'll deal with that right
Gear
now.
up.
Gotta have him working on those assaults. Confirm, lock us in. 32. She's getting close to being ready here. We could give him the Xenon group, but he's already high enough level. I think we can just hold out for any of the criminal orgs or level them up naturally.
I will help them.
Back up to 1K in income. Something just got built. Solar array.
Move the needle.
Defend interests are gone. We need to start doing defend interest on the EU and
Keep them
elsewhere.
like pets.
Switzerland is now fully in crackdown. Our purge will go off soon.
Unable to destroy target.
You failed it in our own country. That's
We are
tragic.
in control here.
Full control over Bulgaria has been established. Do we have the Czech Republic, or is that... Okay, we do have the Czech Republic under us.
I'm
Alright,
here.
Zayda, time for you to get to work with some of these purges.
Targeting
How long
the
does this
opposition.
last for? 15th of January.
Ready
We
for
should
my
have time
mission.
then.
Acknowledged.
Ready for orders.
We're gonna have Emmanuel do his attack again. Spend 2 ops
We're
this time.
going in.
Let's have
Standing by
you
for
set
orders.
national...
Standing by.
Can you defend? You can defend interest, so you can defend.
Securing our control.
I want you to set national
Where do you
policy.
need me?
We want to integrate with... I think all of those, actually.
On my way to the capital.
Multiple people we can do that with, so we'll have to do that a couple turns. Looks like 2 turns for the fixer, unless she gets a double roll. We also have MI6 available. I honestly... Really nice to get this. But no one else can grab it, right? So I think it's fine. Eventually, you probably want this on this dude. We could swap out the Zeus group. We could grab it eventually, but we're fine for now. Keep running with it. Cost us some money. About to cross the
Making things
10K
safe
mark.
for our people.
There's our defend interest.
Lend
Probably want to do that
my
in Poland as
expertise.
well. We're going to go around and probably do it at all of our places now. Our influence income's high enough. Once we cross triple digits there, it'll be really nice to have. Heavy fission piles getting done. A lot of these will actually start to
Policy
finish here.
direction complete.
So we have 3 Federation targets. I think we want to do Ukraine first because they have armies. Go and repeat here. Low lunar orbit for humanity first. None of their stuff should be able to do any damage to
Their
us because of our
defense
point
was
defense that
too
we built.
strong.
Failed an 87% chance. That's pathetic. There's heavy fission pile. Let's do... It's always a question here. Let's knock out Hydroponics Bay. It's cheap. We can do it soon.
We've removed some threats.
There's 1 purge in Sweden. Don't even need to do this. Do it like so. Alright,
Your
Zayda, go ahead
orders.
and you dupe Sweden.
Terminated the opposition.
And we'll keep working on
Your
what's going on
orders.
around you. We'll do Hangzhou, China first.
Taking it to
For
them.
the high value
here.
targets. We'll do a second defend interest. Let's do this in Poland.
Protecting our
Especially since we're about to go over our cap a little bit. It's not by a ton, but we'll be probably, what is that? 10 over the cap? Kind of a concern, but not major. Two once we
Securing
take
our
the first
interests.
site. Actually, if we upgrade people, it should be fine here. I'm worried that she's probably going to lose some traits when we remove Paranoid. It's only investigations. How does this affect us? She actually gained 2 when we spent it. Okay. Cool.
Offering counsel.
So we're not going to... Well, we'll still probably be over by a tiny amount since there's percentages there. Construction yard in Luna. Ships can be built. Low lunar orbit for some fleets. I probably want to build a ship, right? Maybe. Let's get some control over here, and I might step away and try to do some ship design. That's kind of complicated, so I'll have to look and learn it myself. There's fleet combatants. This is a big slot for investments. What do I care the most about? We're getting to the point where Xenoflora could be decent, but I think I want to get different armor classes for our ships, right? Eventually, I think I want adamantine armor. I'm basing this off of some research I've done. So this requires... That sucks. Give me back to the tech tree, please. Full tree. So that requires... Let's click on it so I can do this. Diamondoids and improved shipbuildings. Next generation aerospace. And something else. Super alloys, I see. And molecular assemblers. Well, I don't see any of that over here. Fuck it, let's get the settlement. Well, no, you're supposed to be a big investment, right? So I should do something grand with you. Batteries and rail cannons. It's a tough question here. Nanotube armor, why not? We can throw it on for now. We'll swap it out, but that should be fine. Peace with Nigeria.
Mission complete.
Got right with the Czech Republic.
By the numbers.
Alien mission success. Anything else becoming available? There's Hydroponics Bay. We'll grab another cheap one. Let's get the living quarters.
Our people have taken control.
Our people have taken
Differences in our
control.
languages are irrelevant.
Ah,
But we
arrival
all grow
international
closer to those new
relations.
horizons.
So we want to probably go for unity movements here. I think it gives us, where is it? Europe Ascendant. Not sure what that does, but it sounds cool. So let's do it. And I'm going to look at the other ones. I don't want to be tempted. Let's just go Europe Ascendant. We'll probably have the servants invest in that as well. They tend to like that tech. Let's go back to our objectives here now that we see we're at war. Or resources. A little behind on the interest income we are. I see 107 for the servants. That makes sense. We also do have the highest control point capacity by quite a bit here. I'm going to chalk that up to us investing into that into our space stations. Should have new orgs. We'll look at those in a second. Let's see. Poseidon Financial, no. Sea Dragon, that's cool. Gotta have a government. You must have someone from China. We have someone from China, but I don't know if I want to actually get that. That's pretty easy. Control nation and funding. Public campaign, influence. That's not terrible. There's a cartel here. Security, spoils. These are all meh orgs. I want the real heavy hitters, I think.
At your service.
Saida. Let's go ahead and get your purge in Switzerland. Don't even have to do anything over here.
Targeting the opposition.
What can I still...
Ready
yeah,
for
I see here.
orders.
Finland, we definitely control.
Standing by.
Let's send someone... We're going to have you to
Ready
Finn
for my
Nation.
mission.
Did Poland. Let's do Switzerland since we're about to... Well, you're actually going to Finn Nation before we get full control over Switzerland. So let's do Ukraine. Or is Canada still open, I should say. Let's do Canada.
Making things safe for our
Keep
people.
forgetting we have control over
At your
Canada
service.
here. It's kind of something I forget about. And they are actually giving us a ton of money. So let's go ahead and do knowledge investment over here. Really crank them up and get them happy. Military's a little lacking, but you have
Where do you
alliances to
need
handle that. We'll do some... Take out some alien life forms. We'll spend some more ops for
Going
that.
in hot.
And
Ready for
you
orders.
go back to set national policies.
Time
I
to
think
make
we definitely control Finland. Romania is like over here, which we could take to. Okay, people are abandoning all of that stuff. Have they abandoned Hungary yet? No, they haven't. They're still locked in at Hungary. All right, we need to unify some to get our points down, or invest
Protecting
more in
our
other
interests.
stuff.
I will help them.
I could spend these slots to get here. New East African Federation. Could be useful. I think it starts with Ethiopia to do that. We probably won't go into it unless we get control points down there. Have living quarters. We have some reactors. There's our rocket companies. This is my left slot, right? No, it's the throwaway. It's the catch-up slot, kinda. Not really catch-up per se. Let's do let's get some fuel cells. Let's get fuel, and we need to also get the
Policy
radiators.
direction complete.
Federation with Finland. Cool. Close that off and continue. And here we go.
The LC is secure.
Go ahead and repeat that. If you can still repeat it, you should. Cooldowns and approved. We want to do that pretty fast here. All right, right now we're
We are
being
in
limited by our
control
cooldowns.
now.
Looks like we have control over this. Switzerland is ours. Go ahead and get that set up how I want it to. Good.
Where to?
Ready.
So, do we want to do more defend interest? We are, well, let's do
Making
Sweden.
things safe for our people.
I don't really
Standing
care
by
about a
for
lot of the
orders.
really small
Ready to
ones.
go.
It's kind of counterproductive. We'll do one in Ukraine,
Securing our control.
and that should be fine. And Zaida,
Ready for my mission.
you have the ability to do some of these. We have ops income to spare. Let's go ahead and have you do some alien
You're
assets.
up.
Help us catch up on that. Okay, I think now we kind of stabilize. We'll probably finish... Which will finish first? February, April. We'll finish Mountain Warfare Doctrine, then I think hit up that org, the other org, but that'll be fine. Cooldowns for nations. Czech Republic in December of next year, of this year actually. August for Bosnia. December, November, March for Greece. Is Greece part of the EU still? They're not, so we got to get them into the EU. Norway, September of this year, August this year, August. Second half of the year, we'll be doing a lot of stuff. So hopefully we can get this tech done by the second half of the year. I think that's likely. Yeah, we probably won't put it in the fuel cell slot just because that research is so slow for that. Only 13 a day. We are in control of Unity movements. It's progressing pretty fast. No one's really investing into global research. We can see we are 85% of it, so it is what it is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play some of this out. I got to look at my orgs and things. I'll bring you guys back
Making
once we have an
things safe
update.
for our
We're just going to
people.
kind of stabilize,
Offering support.
play things a little slow, get our
Securing
improved
our
relations up,
interests.
and keep waiting for our cooldowns to unify the European Union. Try to find us an alien to get our one objective done. So hopefully we can find one to try to kill here. We will see. We will see. I'll bring you guys back. Real quick, I think we will put corridor diplomacy in this slot. And I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna bump down the investment I'm putting in these national slots by a little bit. Just to keep it a little balanced here. We probably will lose control over Unity movements, but I think after Unity movements, I don't really need anything in this slot. At the moment, I should say. There's great nations, right, which can help us make anything in there that's interesting. House of Islam. A lot of these nations sound so cool. Great Europa will probably be helpful for us, but I don't think we'll really care about that. Someone will probably go for Fall of the Empires first, which could be a concern. But I don't think that matters too much for us. It would be nice to have control over here because we could go for like arc lasers, but I have to really think about what I want to do once we get mission to the inner planets, because that's kind of the end of our colonization spree for the first turn. Then we need to actually start building up our navy. That way we can stand up to our space future. Dusty Plasrator, Elite Marine Assault Units. A lot of cool future tech stuff. Anyway, I thought I'd share my kind of thought process there on choosing tech here. This will get done pretty fast. February of
Falling back.
this year, yeah. So we'll knock some of that stuff
Falling
out.
back.
But anyways, I'm gonna keep doing what I said I was gonna do, killing some alien stuff,
Prepping for next
and
mission.
making sure we don't lose any nations here. But I'll bring you guys back. So we've got a problem. There's this event here, Terrors from the Depths. What is this? Strange incidents are being reported off the shores of Vancouver. An eerie glow can be seen shimmering on the horizon at night. Experienced fishermen are vanishing without a trace. Others return having caught creatures that defy any known marine taxonomy. Even massive cargo ships have been found taking on water through holes torn out of their hulls. Superstitions are running high, and so are insurance premiums. Both threaten to dry up the local economy. Terrors from the depth. The seas have always been a treacherous environment. We can either ignore it. You lose GDP, cohesion goes down, and aliens for an abduction. Things get worse. GDP changes by the same amount. equation changes and we get an alien megafauna spawn, or we can roll our dice here. 6% chance of success, 4% chance of having a megafauna spawn in Vancouver. Which sucks. We're going to have to deploy local Coast Guard. Oh, we did it. We did it. We didn't have megafauna. That was going to be rough because we'd have to send our armies over from this region. So that's a good roll for us. I'm happy about that. Techs are progressing. We're about to have corridor diplomacy done. And mountain warfare doctrine. Going to finish right around the same time, actually. Unity movements. We're still in control. Oh, we've contributed a ton here. Our tech league is kind of massive. We're at 2.4, and everyone is like around 1,000 behind us. 900 in the case of the academy, but we're going to throw a wrench in that once we take Germany. Things are going really well.
At your service.
Right now, we are focusing hard on getting our unrest down in some of our nations over here that we've gotten. You can see these guys, their unrest is pretty bad because they have low GDP. Once we annex these nations, that problem will go away. But if they have high unrest, it's going to raise the European Union unrest. So it's actually kind of inefficient what we're doing. We could just put someone and work on the European Union on its own. But they're free, and they don't really have too much else we can have them do. We could do improved public relations in Germany to prep, but
Reporting in.
that's gonna be a long thing. It takes a while for us to do anyway here. Keep an eye on orgs. I think we did. We picked up one org. Who did we pick the org up for? Yeah, we got the Arma dei Carabinieri. This is for Rome. Gets you 4 stats for a 2-star org. Quite good. Only loses 2 funds, and it gives you a point in ops. So quite nice here. Doesn't give us any new missions. We already have everything. But still nice to have. Yeah, we'll keep running what we're doing. Just had that event to share. Let's wait until we see what our techs are going to be before we step away here. There's quarter diplomacy. That gets us back under our limit here. Heavy fission reactor. I actually like heavy fission reactor. We should probably throw that in. My blind. Oh, there it was. I saw it right as I clicked off. Let's throw it out there. That's what we want to use for power out in the outer reach of the solar system. Mountain warfare is going to finish.
Offering assistance.
Let's see who went next. So if we focus still on some of the internal stuff, we're going to have to start actually getting rid of some of the... We're going to have a lot of these like independence movements and unification movement techs. We're going to have to really manage those. Like, I don't really care about the restored Warsaw Pact. We don't want Russia to get claims on our land. That'd be kind of crazy. There's an argument for me to make this management research and do the first one of these for the 5 control point cap. I could be persuaded. It'd finish in like a month. Let's do it. 5% cap, it's not massive, but it does let you, like... We could grab Romania, I think, if we got the cap. Well, that's actually... You're actually pretty expensive. 11 points per. Wow. That's more than it is for Switzerland. Why? Let's look at the pop here. You have 8.9 million. It's probably the pop size. Okay. That's fine. We'll still take control over them. It's not going to stop me, but something to keep in mind. Timers are ticking down. We're going to pull you off what you're doing. We're going to try to take Romania. We'll let you keep running. You can pull off. We can put you back in Bosnia. Bosnia is having some problems, which I guess is nothing new in the world. Let's see.
Target secured.
Alien fauna has been knocked down. We'd love to take over Russia next. So once we get full control over this region and get Germany on board, I think we want to try to take control over Russia. Not to keep them, but to disarm their nukes, as well as release some nations that we need to take. So that would all be nice. We have new orgs. 5th column, that's cool. 2-star org gives 2 stats. Not terrible at all, actually. Still the same orgs, nothing really inspiring. We might be running out of orgs. All the orgs might have been picked up at this point in the game. It is getting kind of late to still be doing the org stuff, but that's fine. We have the free slots. We can always do some trades to get us some orgs anyway, so that's not too terrible here. Is this the last one? No, we still have to do fucking Hungary. But this is the last in the the Eastern European ones that
we're taking power.
Russia naturally can take.
Where to?
Have you work on Bosnia.
We'll turn down the heat.
Upgrading in the EU. Our EU
Ready
opinion
to
is
go.
still very good. We don't need to do anything about that. Johannesburg, take it
Taking
out.
it to them.
This dude's been noticed by everybody. I'd have some go-to-grounds in our future. Gonna cross the 200 mark for our influence. Our money is doing quite well. Everyone else is kind of losing money, which means they're building ships. Actually, they're doing better now. They were doing terribly. Academy's doing bad.
Stabilizing.
Do one more go here, as is the Protector, but they also have a pretty big well, Protector has a pretty big cash stack to sit on anyway. All that should be
By the
fine.
numbers.
What's the timer on this? 23rd of next. Okay, so we have a
Our
year again before
associates
that.
are now in charge.
Purge on Romania. How are you looking? Yeah, you'll still need our default one. There's the management research. Do I do 2 ticks in this? I think I will. That finished so fast. I think 2 is fine. Gets us 10 free points. I don't mind it. It won't be we'll probably won't go above the 2 mark, but getting like 1 or 2 in there is fine. Saida, get us
Ready
full
to
control
go.
over Romania. Let us start timer down.
Moving our enemies.
Then what do we do next? We could try to federate with them. We'll wait and see if we win the. Well, we will do it, but I think the national policy goes off before the federation, the purge does. So don't want to worry too much there. Don't care about the public opinion. It just means someone's improving relations in one of our nations,
Offering support.
and they're probably one of the guys that has very little support here. So
What
Could be
the
anyone,
doctor
actually, except for the
means is
resistance.
that he has convinced Adams to
Atomic
emulate
manipulation.
Spartan phalanx, just as those
Quantum
ancient
batteries,
warriors
okay.
locked their shields
Nano
together
factory
to
is huge
protect
here.
one
What are we going for? Quantum computing. Research campus, better. That's good for getting science. Directed space research, quantum encryption. What is the one that you need to get the next counselor? Is it quantum encryption? It is quantum encryption. Okay, so we're getting towards our next counselor. That'll be our next focus, I think. Once we finish one of these. Can now do the farm as our next project. We'll probably get that just to collect all the HAB
Violence
modules.
is abating.
Do one more in North Macedon. How's our unrest? 2 here. Ukraine unrest was going up, which was worrying. It'll go to 1.6 because you have very high inequality here. Nanotube armor. Done. This is the big slot, right? It is the primary slot. Let's go ahead and knock down Xenoflora defoliants. We can do it. We have enough tech to get through it pretty fast. It's only going to take a month. March, April, May. No, 3 months.
Score 1 for the good
It's still good to
guys.
have. We'll take that all. We
We've
consolidate it.
removed some threats.
Full control over Romania. We're back over our limit again. It's going to cost us our points and things. Mines produce 15% more. Select that as favorite. Always like to have passive bonuses to your output. Quite nice there. Okay, I think we're back to business as usual. Still got some time before we can do anything really cool here. We can't even do the Federation because we have to consolidate our power here. Nothing crazy jumps out to me. Would really love MI6, but just don't have the slots right now for it. All of these just give cash. It's kind of the bad orgs. Might need to do some trading for some cool stuff. Draco applications is cool. We can trade out some of our bad orgs that are over here. We'll see. I'll maybe start doing some investigations with
Ready
people
for
like Zaida.
orders.
Let's just have her go to ground real quick before we do our investigation missions.
Going silent.
Same with Emmanuel. First, let's do an assault alien with
Ready.
him. He has to keep up with these damn things. It's
Going in hot.
really, his whole job is now to wipe that stuff out. That's why it's good to get a second ops person to handle that. Costing 25 influence a month. That's fine. We'll deal with it. All right. I'm going to get back to you once I have, if we do any trading here. We're going to kind of get people to go to ground, keep working on our unrest, wait for our timers
the
to go down.
groundwork.
And then, yeah, just consolidating Europe, I guess. Yeah, I think it's a valid goal. Unity movements is still a little bit of ways, right? That's just not the right screen to look at. Just keep done fast, so it's August, it's predicted. So that's right around the time when we're going to come back to start doing our unification. We'll have Unity movements. And I have no idea what Europe Ascendant is, but it seems like a cool deck. And then Great Nation will get us another one for what we want here. So we'll knock this out, and I'll bring you guys back. So here's an interesting mission, or an interesting event that we've had. So it looks like there's some problems with Jungxin. He's our oldest guy at age 67, so it makes sense that he's having these problems. And now we get an event that can change his traits. So the first one gives him the addict or the indulgent trait, which you can remove with experience. So not a big hit there. Gaining the inflexible trait is interesting because that makes him take more experience to level up. We don't want that one. So this is an interesting one. So he will lose ethical, gains either brazen, furtive, polyania, inscrutable, transparent, extremist, fanatic, ethical, sociopath, pacifist, hard target, apocalyptic, cynic, or corrupt. This one gets streetwise, cautious, careless, suspicious, conspiracy, theorist, or paranoid. All of these can kind of be removed, but I think it's fine to reroll that. It's basically a trait reroll right now. So our ethical trait, he suffers loyalty whenever we commit an atrocity, and he gets bonus persuasion where you have less stuff. We don't really care about his persuasion. Let's actually go for the reroll of his ethical trait and see what he got. So he got transparent,
Target destroyed.
which is actually really good because now we actually know what his friggin' loyalty is all the time. So that's actually a really good event for us. That worked out. So here's heavy fission reactor. This is the right slot, correct? Yeah, it is. But I mean, the right and the left slot are the same anyway, so it doesn't matter. What do we go for? That is always the question, it seems. Let's get that settlement mining complex. We're gonna get our slot down here in the middle to do the water mining one. We don't need it right now. We have a bunch of water stockpile, but still good to have. We're going around right now and doing investigations on a lot of people. Here's management research. We're not going to do a third one there. Let's get that defense array. I think that's good. What are our orgs here? The Onyx organization. That's 3 stats on a 2-star org. That's pretty good. Risk management here. Not a ton of stats. What does this give you? Bonus to spoils. That's the only problem is that those orgs only give you spoils here. 5th column isn't terrible either, especially for our, looking at this guy, right? It's too good to not take up, right? Versus getting 2 stats. So, it's basically you're swapping money, but the security and the espionage, he's not really using those stats, though. I can't say no to the extra money and stats, unless this one's pretty good. Oh, this one's even better, though. Look at that. 4 stats. Plus 3, 2 to science. Let's go ahead and grab this one. Can actually probably swap off landmark brands here, maybe pick up a second one here. You already have public campaigns, so you don't need the Lotus group to really help you out. Drop the Lotus group. Let's pick up the Onyx org in its place. And then here's a question about this one. This is one star org that gives 2 stats is too good. We're not going to swap that off. Unless we max out that stat. That's a thought. I think we're fine. Yeah, this is all good. Little shuffling of orgs there. And we can keep rolling. It's April. Unification with Lithuania. We should do that right away. Let's also have you go and do your investigate. Someone did a crackdown in Romania. I don't think they'll actually act on it. I hope they don't. We also have a lot of Federation targets. Well, that's Sweden, actually. Greece can do it as well, and Estonia.
To the capital.
Yeah, we need to do some national policy stuff. That should be fine. Go and confirm. That looks good. This will get us back under our org cap, or our limit here.
Lending my expertise.
I don't think anyone's going to go for Romania. They banned it in the first place. We also got war declared on us by the Protectorate, so now we're at war. He's at war with damn everybody except for the servants, which, you know, do what you will. We'd love to make peace with Mandy first. Let's unify with Lithuania. I think I can repeat one of those.
Mission complete.
Yeah, because we can federate. Let's do Greece first before Estonia. Greece is the more important nation. Looks like February is our new
Target
timer
secure.
for stuff. There's a lot of bases here. I might have to turn off the
Recon
that stuff or get
complete.
used to the very long ledger. Hunters. Hunting life forms in Vancouver. Let them do as they please. Give them a hand. Oh, let's give them a hand. You can halt it. Interesting venture. So you have to be the initiative. Okay. We'll do it. Let's see. I bet you I can see my, search fleets. If I look at my habs here. Do my faction. I'm debating if I want to have the Habs still in the sidebar here. I kind of do, because I want to be able to see them at a glance. I'll just get used to it. Actually looks
Where
pretty
do you
good when you
need
already
me?
have a counselor selected, so I don't
What's
mind it.
the up?
Okay. Mr. Diaz. Unification didn't help us a little bit. Did we get an extra? First off, we got a defend interest here. It's not going to
Securing
last
our
long.
control.
I think we got an extra control point. We're
Where
always at
to?
6? Or did they just cost more? They might have just start cost more.
Where to?
You, of course, are going to assault aliens. Only one more target for this. Love to see
You're
that.
up.
Your orders.
Zyda. Let's do some investigations here. We know a servant. Can I actually turn that servant? Let's investigate the servant.
Surveilling target.
Lock you in, let you go and do your stuff. Let's see if we get a turn off here. Bonus admin. Nothing we can pick up here that I care about. Keep looking at this, but it's really better used on my evangelist. I could swap out this org for it, though. He does get a lot for it, though. He gets investigate alien activity, which we kind of want him to have. Unless something else already gives it to him. Definitely not any of these ones, though. Yeah, we'll keep that on him. Okay. Keep going forward. Getting close to start the time to send stuff to the inner
Offering
planets.
assistance.
There's our
Protecting
defend
our
interest. Defend
Got
interest
some
mission.
intel on our target.
Repeats. Estimate the loyalty. Take me there. We need to know it for certain before we convert him. What does it take to convert him? It takes persuasion, right? Who's our
Policy
best
direction
persuasion?
complete.
Federate with Estonia. I think Sean
We'll
Diaz
be
actually
ready
is our
for your
best
order
persuasion
soon.
now. He's got his quick... Yeah, this is the Avenge the Quick Learner trait. Because he's been around less than David
Cleaning
Brown,
things
but he's
up.
already caught all the way up.
Score one.
To be
for
fair,
the
though, he
good
does
guy.
also have some orgs that I
Cleaning
think
things up.
that... He does have this one org that gives him +4. But he only has the one org that boosts his admin admin. Was admin already high? Might have just already been high when we picked him up, so he caught up quicker. I'm not sure. But he's kind of become our star there. This is the right or left one? Okay. Well. There's these reactors. Look at the Dumbo drive. Doesn't hurt. I don't really care for the kits to go and found outposts. We can just use probes. Our boost is so high it doesn't matter. Germany now has nukes. That means we will have an extra nuke eventually. New organizations. This is actually... Okay, that costs us money, so probably a no. Don't like spending money and you don't have to. Southern Sword. We've seen all of these before. Yeah, time to start doing some trades, I think.
Standing by for orders.
Quick, let's contact the servant. We'll actually need to investigate her again, because I want to turn her.
Initiating
Spend some
surveillance.
ops. You still have to do an assault.
Ready for orders.
Reporting in.
Where do you need me?
Can I do anything with this? Federate Bulgaria. That's one we control, so you definitely want to have someone go and do this. Let's go and do a negotiate or contact.
Making contact.
David can go and do
Acknowledged.
his set national policy.
Heading to the capital.
Lock those bad boys in. I think we're good. How many orgs? You almost capped your orgs. Now you have a room for 5. Ah, there's Uniflora to full, and it's just the big slots. Let's go and go for water purification. It's going to be very long here. How close are we getting to uni movements? Kind of close. No one really wants mission. We basically have done the whole research for mission to the inner planets. Alright, there's
Initiating
contact with the
contact.
servants here.
Spurn the coming rapture
don't-
if you will, but
Oh,
do
God.
not dare interfere.
Anything interesting she has that I might want? Yonquil Brands is really good. Both these are really good. Let's put that in the slot. We can probably grab that one. A lot of brands here. Laboratories. She has the sex change orbs. You could buy their stations off them. As tempting as it is, probably a no for me. What about we can do advanced marines. We're gonna trade her boost. So she'll take all my boost. What if I do 200? Okay, she likes 200. Let's do 150. 160. 160. So she wants 4 months of boost, basically, for a really good org and a thing there. And we improve relations by doing a trade. I'll take Yonquil brands any day. Complete trade, please. Thank you. This is immediately going to go on this guy over here, because he needs to catch up a little bit with some of his stuff. So he now has more room for things. What do we want to put on him? It's a shame. I was going to put on MI5, but that's gone. I don't like data lift. 7% is a good bonus, but we can see you can get the same with just using some smaller orgs that also give stat bonuses. Southern Sword's a thing. 3 stats on a 2-star. Security is an easy stat to boost. I'll throw it in. We'll keep our Chinese operative around for a little bit, so that's going to be fine here. Then we can do more here. Something on an asset. The ops income is never a bad idea. He doesn't have public campaign. We could throw it on there. Is he ever going to be using public campaign, though? Probably not. He's going to be so busy with other stuff. Let's get the 2 ops income. We can swap it out, but it's still good to have. That sounds good. Crackdown on raid is expired. Our interest in EU is gone. Take me there.
Wrapping up here.
Oh, God, I need to know their somewhat mining complex. That's good. I'm trying to turn that counselor, so I want to get his loyalty done. Let's get targeting computer. It'll be done in like a couple days, so it's not too massive, but still good to have. Nuclear test. Was that Pakistan? Who did the nukes? Typhoon is struck in India. War between the Australia and the Rakhine states. Russia's declared war on Sudan.
Mission complete.
Federate with Bulgaria, please. Double check there's nothing else you want to do here real quick if I click back. Shouldn't be. Federate. Bulgaria, take it. China is leaning towards the servants. I need you to do something about this. It's going to be really hard for them to expel somebody. Just of the war. Right now there's a war between the servants and China, which is interesting. That means your army is going to grow really high. They're going to have the best army in the world in Japan, which is cool to think about. Our army dropped a lot because I've been unifying with people who have bad armies, so that's understandable. Actually, that was Germany's army. I'm bad. Our army's still a little bit behind. Not terribly, though. Since they've stopped investing in our army, they're working all on their welfare and unity. That's the thing about America, is their cohesion is so bad, and so is their inequality. You have to really get those down early game for them to be grow stronger. It's given us a chance to surpass them, which we really have. Yeah, 121 for their income. We get 700 from them. 33 points to their 23. Mission control and boost we've definitely passed. Another thing we haven't passed is GDP. Our GDP per capita, still about the same. Also, full democracy at 8.7 points. Are you a full democracy? You are. You're no longer flawed. That's good. That's one of the problems. Is they start like as a flawed democracy with 7 points. We're going to become a true democracy. You know, we stay full democracy all the way up to 10. So that's all good for us. Okay, let's unpause. Keep going.
By the numbers.
May, June. Do I want to keep playing all the way through, or do I want to do a jump cut to... Well, we can unify with Switzerland in this next month here. Not unify, but get them into EU again. Quantum batteries, okay. Hey, we'll do our thing with Switzerland. You can see they're up ready in June. Yeah, we'll come back once we can start doing our unifications again, so I'll see you guys then. All right, we've got Unity Movements research now. This will be really good for us. Gets us great nations. This should get us the Europe Ascendant Nordic Federation. There's so many cool alt history nations in this game. Makes it very replayable. I like it a lot. We could go for great nations right away. Do we need to, though? Is the question. Eventually we want it. Don't need it now. I'm leaning towards cybernetics. This gives us pretty cheap bonuses to our counselors. Costs us money, but now we have 18k money. It's about 1,000 per each, and there's 5 per counselor. We'll probably only get 4, so we could probably afford it. Self-repairing software, improve ECM, white-collar automation, space navies, visible combat lasers, something we really want to. But do I want to prioritize this over getting the Great Nations Law, or getting the transnational investments here because these have techs that boost your admin cap. Next generation aerospace gets your military tech level. Better economy. Super alloys gets us towards armors here and better shipbuilding. A lot of stuff to want in these ones. Cobalt dust, magnets, mass drivers would be good to have. It's also cheap. Let's knock out some of the cheap ones. Let's just kind of hit. We'll use this left one. We want to get to up to mass drivers here. 2 mass drivers first. Don't want to do everything willy-nilly, but this one should be done really fast with us.
New information.
We're going through and checking out the loyalty of all of our counselors to make sure they're at
found nothing
25
of
still.
note.
You also are
Prepping for mission.
struggling to get this stuff done.
Cleaning things
These
up.
investigations. It's quite
Public
tragic
opinion
here.
is moving in our
Still working on
direction.
Germany, getting up to
Public
73,
opinion is moving in our
68.
direction.
Should be able to take them. Greater Indonesia Project, we're going to mark that as obsolete here. We don't need that stuff. Unless it's Europe, we don't care. This gets Vietnam some stuff. We're not going to go for Vietnam for a while. If I do end up taking the nation and want to do that, I can just go back and find it. Germany. No. Once we unify Germany, that won't count for their claims. I've tested this in other games. Europe Ascendant. We want this one. Ankara, Yerevan, Minsk, Jabrik, Nuke, and Istanbul. So Ankara is over here. Istanbul, Ankara, Diyarbakir. Where's Nuke? That's Ankara. Minsk is Belarus. That's Rostov-on-Don. Where the hell is Nuke? That's Murmansk. We'll figure it out. We're going to favor it anyway. I mean, it's something we want to do. Angola, obsolete. Don't care. All right, a lot of cool text coming in now. Also about to get the inner moons. The inner planets, not the inner moons. Orgs. 6 points on a 2-star org. Holy crap. That's a lot. It's almost probably, in fact, it probably is enough for me to take off Serbian. Let's actually drop both these into our temporary orgs here. Also sell landmark brands. We're not going to use anymore. And we're going to pick up Agrippa here. Positive money and 6 stats. That's actually so crazy for a 2-star. Double check and see if there's anything else wild here that I'm missing while I'm not looking, but definitely Agrippa. It's also all stats that we like on this guy. Yeah, we'll take that gladly. Everyone else is looking fine. We're not going to pick up the pretty holdings for anybody, so we'll just lock those in. Manuel, my man. We wanted to have you keep going down the list of our counselors here. Let's check out Sean's loyalty. Should still be high. I don't think it'll go down.
Tracking target.
But good to check. Go and confirm. You're still working
I'm
on that stuff. Probably don't have to do anything with Germany anymore. I probably could actually... I might have some options available to federate that I missed. Okay, we didn't. That's good. We can catch those in the next cycle. August is coming up soon. The Peruvian, obsolete it.
I will help them. Surveillance complete.
Right, Sean's loyalty is still max. We'll do Zyda
Person of
next.
interest surveilled.
Come on. Oh, you're part of humanity first. Oh, can we make peace with humanity first? I don't want to fight them. I'll pay.
Moved the needle.
If it matters.
The people will come to our side.
Alright, one of you can stay in Germany. I don't need the other one to sit there the whole time. Now we are so favored here. Australia, that's cool. Anything that gets Canada stuff? Would love Canada. There's stuff that gives America claims on Canada. I don't think there's like get Canada claims on stuff. Guatemala gets claims on Panama City. In Panama. Caliphate, that's a cool org to build, but we're not going to do that in this game. Kazakhstan gets a claim on Central Asian Unity. That's interesting. We'll keep that in mind, actually. Nanotube filament radiator project. We could build something out of Kazakhstan. Where is this org? That's the left org. Let's just grab the... first off, let's grab Nano Factory, because that's going to be very important for us very soon, considering this is going to be done soon. Electromagnetic propulsion. Looks like Humanity First is going to knock that one out. That's fine.
Science would
Let's see what they pick up now. Visible combat. That's good. I wanted that tech too. Don't mind that at all. All right, I'm going to have you investigate real quick. I want you to look at Emmanuel. Spend a lot of ops for this guy because he has some pretty good stats.
Investigating
Suffering from our own success here.
Ready for my
Spending
mission.
64 ops to investigate our own damn counselor. Just to see that he probably is going to have max loyalty.
We'll see what they're up to.
But still good to
Ready for
check.
orders.
Might as well. What do we do now? Well, with this guy, do we have any options here? When do these go away? I see September of 2029, 21st of August. Anyone early August? 6th for Bosnia. Okay, we'll do one of. We should be able to time this right to get an integration
On my
with
way to the
Bosnia.
capital.
So we're gonna do that. Rock that in. Double check this stuff. He'll get an upgrade this turn. Everyone else is fine. United Turkestan. Turkey gets a claim. We're gonna obsolete that because we're gonna integrate Turkey into the EU eventually. Poland, obsolete. The Intermarium. That's cool.
Offering support.
United Malay. Keep obsoleting it.
Person of interest.
She needs some work on her loyalty. That's a good thing to learn. She's at 22. We need to do some more.
Surveillance
Improvements there.
complete.
And his loyalty is fine as well. That's good. So it's just
Prepping for
Zaida
my
that
next
needs to
mission.
get her loyalty checked.
Wrapping up here.
We'll probably put David
We've moved the
Brown on
needle.
that and have Emmanuel do other stuff.
Prepping for mission.
Speaking of David Brown, he can
Prepping
get
for
another
next
admin
mission.
point. We're almost going to max out his admin just off of normal base stuff here.
Policy direction complete.
Federation options, okay, just double checking. Unification with, oh, we can do another unification, that's cool. We'll repeat with him. We're going to have David Brown do his annexation stuff. We're back under our resource cap. It's going to increase our unrest a little bit here. Not by much, surprisingly. I'm actually happy about that. Okay, I want to start working on Hungary too. Or Schweden.
Ready to go.
Zaida, it's time for you to start throwing out some like low success chance purges in Germany, I think. We can control in the legislature. Just throw out like damn, that's actually not terrible at all. Throw out a 16 here. I don't mind failing on a 16 roll a couple
We are
times.
taking power.
Manuel, go investigate some alien activity. We're gonna have David Brown do
I'm here.
an inspire on Zaida.
I'll speak with them.
Everything looks good here. Los Alamos. New org should came in. Let's double check these. This is a terrible 2-star. 2-star org that costs you money, gives you 2 influence. You better have like good events associated with it or something, because that's just terrible. 10% mining is not terrible. 5th column is still very good. I'd love to give this to this guy. Is it? Can I give him Shimfoen? Actually, that's never mind. I'm never going to take off that one. 2 from a 1-stars. Very good. It's just crazy the disparity between like this 2-star org, right? And then this one here that gives you 4 stats, a bunch of missions, money, ops. It's just crazy. Lock it in. That's why it's good to look for the good ones. Protectorate Fleet Papa has arrived in low lunar orbit. This is going to be the month that we complete our mission to the inner
I
planets.
believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
We're going to do another like 2
Lending
turns
my
with her.
expertise.
We'll get control of an army if we get this purge point. Her purge actually goes away soon. West African community, go and obsolete it. Mass driver, let's favorite the mass driver. Brazil, ooh. I did want to get over in Brazil eventually, especially now that they're controlled by the protectorate or the servants. Nordic Federation, obsolete it. We're not going to do that stuff. Gulf states agreed and go to peace with Russia. Protectorate.
Mission complete.
Unify with Poland. Thank you. Repeat and continue. Look at that. Look how good that is. Nano factory is done. This is a smaller one. Let's get that mass driver here. Close cycle recooling. Cool to have. It's good for like mining, I guess,
Here's what we've found.
and delivery. We'll pick it up. It'll be done real soon.
We are in control here.
And we won our role in Germany. Crazy. Give me bonus knowledge. I don't need to worry about your military. They'll all get integrated into our nation eventually. That's huge. Control of their panzer. United States and Ukraine have ended their alliance.
At your service.
Didn't realize that Ukraine was allied with the U.S. 32% chance to purge the executive here. If we boost that with 16, it goes up to 78.
Terminating the opposition.
I like those odds.
At your service.
Let's do an assault alien life form to stay on top
We're
of that.
going
Let's pull
in.
off David Brown. We don't need to do
Standing
our...
by
I'd rather
for
do an
orders.
investigate more so than a
On the way to the target site.
improve there. This is going to cost us 19 points. We are going to integrate a country or two here. We can federate or unify with Serbia, Kosovo, and Albania. Probably do Serbia, Kosovo more so than Albania. Albania is smaller. This one will free up more points, which we're going to need if we're going to make a play for Germany. Unification to Maghreb. Obsolete it. We'll do one more unification turn, and then I'll probably put a cut in since we're about a little bit over an hour. Mass drivers. I guess we should do Central Asian Union. You'll lose all progress. Global effect from claims will be available to all factions. Sure. Central Asian Union should be fine, because we're going to look to get control over Russia, I think, once we get control over Europe. That'll be our next
I will
target.
help them.
The number of points we're spending here is kind of crazy, though. What is this? 6 points times 30? Liberating China. We won't obsolete this one, because something weird might happen with China. I'm not sure. Right now it's under the resistance, which I like. Go and obsolete the one for Los Angeles, though. We don't want to go against the servants too much. Or not servants, the resistance. We do want to go against servants. I also
Policy
want to try to get
direction complete.
peace with some people. Norway. We have even more points here. We almost have the
By
true
the
EU
numbers.
experience. Got rid of the flora and megafauna.
We found something.
Investigate went well. About to have new orgs. Vasmer.
We've removed some threats.
We've succeeded in our role here. Have all the armies controlled in Germany.
Ready.
So about these other purges we can do. When does their stuff actually go away here? 31st. Let's go ahead and put them in.
Where do you
Well,
need
actually, we need to do some more assaults here.
At your service.
Let's get Zaida
Where do
on
you
to
need me?
stabilize our set national policy. Help the annexations
Time
out.
to make our move.
David, you can go back to
What's the
working on Zaida. Get her like 1 or 2 more turns
I'll
of
make
your
sure they're on our side.
persuasion. Professor can't get an upgrade. Fixer, you can get an upgrade. I think I want to give her streetwise at this point. Get her maxed out in her stuff. Get her some security investigation. She's from Paris, so she actually will get the bonus in her own hometown. Investigation. He needs more admin. Do we want to get him another trait, though? Security is fine. Let's get the admin. Ooh, wow. A 2-star giving you 5 stats, including persuasion. Thinking about this. That's the diplomat. He's already maxed. We won't do anything else with him. He's fine. I think he already has assault alien asset anyway. It'd be David Brown who we would put this on. 5 stats. I can unequip this. This is fine. Yeah, 5 stats gives you the bonus. I'm basically paying, if you think about it. Right, let's look at this org. 4 income. You're paying a star for 3 security, a little bit of military science, right? That's basically what I'm thinking. And I think 3 security or 2 security. Where'd that go? 3 security is worth, 1 org slot here. Ministry of State Security minus 220, but you get how many is that points? That's 5, 6, 12, 15 skills for 220 income. Compare that really strong thing over there to the World Health Organization. I'm seriously thinking of getting rid of this. Like Goddard space flight, right? Way cheaper. Almost the same science. Doesn't give us the life science bonus, but you miss space science bonus instead. It's tempting. I'll keep thinking about it. I have to really be certain that I want to do that before I go and do it, though. Also, I didn't realize you could scroll up here, so there might be some more stuff that I missed. But whatever. I think with that, we can kind of put a cut in here. I'm way over. We're going to get Germany under our control. We're getting there. We already have the executive, which is what we need. Everything else after that will fall eventually. And then it's just Hungary. Well, I guess actually there's Sweden, too. Sweden's undefended. All right, we'll probably take control over the entire EU in the next episode or two. We are going to probably get the tech to unite Europe. In fact, I think we'll do the tech in this slot here. Europe, it is really expensive, though. Do it after the... Whatever I assign it to is going to be stuck doing it for a long time. Also, Mission to the Inner Planets. We'll cover that next episode. But for now, I'm Cosmo here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I've been Sean, the Blue Screeners. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.